Hi everyone. Now we are going to discuss about immune responses. So immune responses, how our immune system are responding. Okay. So that one we are going to discuss. So here there are two types, primary and secondary immune response. So what is primary? Primary means first, right? So primary immune response. So what is primary? When the antigen is entered, we know the pathogen, the disease causing agent, if it enters in our body, that is the first time our body is getting an experience for that pathogen. Okay. So once it's entered, definitely our immune system will react very slowly. Okay. Because that is the first time it's getting an experience of that antigen, right? So during this time, this our immune system, what will happen? Our immune system will learn how first it has to analyze what type of antigen it is, right? So first what it will do, it will recognize the antigen, then afterwards it produce antibody against that antigen. Okay, then it will keep it in the memory. Okay, so eventually produce memory lymphocytes. The primary immune response is slow and short lived. Clear? Because the first time it's getting an experience of that antigen. Okay, so from the heading you can write the answer. Primary immune response, once the pathogen is enters in the body first time. So according to that, it has to recognize who is that, how we have to destroy it. It has to make a plan. Okay, and it has to recognize, then it has to produce antibody to kill that antigen, right? And then it produce memory lymphocytes. So the process is slow and short lived, right? And secondary immune response. So what is secondary? The same antigen, if enters second time, maybe 6 months later or 3 months later or 1 year later, whatever it may be, but the same type of antigen, if it enters, definitely our immune system, what it will do, it will easily recognize, yes, we had an experience already, like that. Okay, so the secondary immune response occurs when a person is exposed to the same antigen again, right? So during this time, what will happen? Definitely, already it had an experience, so everything is stored in the memory. So immunological memory has been established, and the immune system can start producing antibodies immediately. So we will get recovery very faster. Okay, so this is the differences between primary and secondary immune responses. Okay, just to see here, the differentiation table is given. So primary immune response and secondary immune response. In primary immune response, it occurs as a result of primary contact with an antigen. Here it occurs as a result of second and subsequent contact with the same antigen. Okay, antibody level reaches peak, that is 7 to 10 days. For the production of antibody against that antigen, it will take 7 to 10 days. But here within 3 to 5 days, there will be a antibody production. Okay, because already it's had an experience. Then prolonged period is required to establish immunity. So it just is 7 to 10 days is taking to kill that antigen, but antigen. But here it very short period, 3 to 5 days, right? So prolonged period is required to establish immunity. Here it establishes immunity in short time. There is a rapid decline in antibody level. Rapid decline means so what will happen? Suddenly it will the antibody production will be reduced. Okay. Antibody level remains high for longer period because it has an experience. So it will keep the memory, it will be in the memory. So antibody level remains high for longer period. It appears mainly in the lymph nodes and spleen. It appears mainly in the bone marrow, okay, and followed by spleen and lymph nodes. Not only the spleen and lymph node, but mainly it appears in bone marrow. Okay, so these are the differences between primary immune response and secondary immune response. Okay. So here, this secondary immune response within hours within hours after recognition of the antigen, a new army of plasma cells are generated. So within 2 to 3 days, so already we discussed, right? So the antibody concentration in the blood rises steeply to reach much higher level than primary response. Okay, so this is called booster response. So what is booster response? It's not a normal response. Immediately what will happen? It will produce the antibodies against that antigen, that too very faster. Okay, so this antibody level will be mixed. I mean the level will be raised in the blood. So this is we are calling as booster response, so that we can easily recover from that because of these antibodies are the antibody level is high in blood, so that we are recovering very faster. So this is the difference. So these are the differences between primary immune response and secondary immune response, right? And the next topic is very important topic, that is lymphoid organs. Okay, so what is lymphoid organs? So the organs which produce, okay, and the organ is produced and the organ is allow the cells to mature and the organ is allow the cells to proliferate. So what cells? Lymphocytes. See here again we have the answer in the heading, lymphoid organs. So lymphoid means lymph cells. Okay, lymphocytes we can say, lymphocytes. So some organs which produce these lymphocytes and it giving space to the lymphocytes to mature inside. Okay, and it's giving space to proliferate. Proliferate means multiply within that organ. Okay, so that organ we are calling as lymphoid organs. Is it clear? So what is lymphoid organ? The organs involved in the origin, maturation and proliferation of what? Lymphocytes are called lymphoid organs. Okay, so based on their functions, we can classify this lymphoid organs into primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs. So what is primary? So the primary organs we can call it as central lymphoid organs and the secondary organs we are calling as peripheral lymphoid organs. Okay, so here the primary lymphoid organs provide appropriate environment. So what it will do, it give the proper environment to the lymphatic cells to mature. Okay, what the secondary will do? So here it will allow the lymphatic cells to grow, mature, and this secondary lymphoid organ which trap the antigen. Okay, so which trap the antigens and it give this antigen to the lymphocyte so that it will destroy that antigen. So this is the functions of primary and secondary lymphoid organs. Okay, I'll continue this topic in the next video. Hope you understand this. Thank you.